Welcome back, loyal fight fans. As your humble host of Boxing, we always start these podcasts off with this gibberish. Please give us the thumbs up button. If you have not already, please hit the subscribe button. And if you know a friend, a family member, a crazy ex-girlfriend, homeless guy, prostitute, if you know somebody who likes boxing, refer them to this channel because sharing content is the best way to help your favorite YouTube channels grow. Today, we are here to discuss David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. This fight, a lot of people can argue, can be close to what you would call like a 50-50 kind of fight. This will be coming on this Saturday on Showtime. It'll be a hell of a fight for sure. Now, Vegas odds have this slightly different, but not by much. Basically, you have a slight favorite in David Benavidez to win the fight. Underdog would be Caleb Plant, but he's only about a plus 120 underdog. Very close odds fight here, pick'em odds fight. And basically, a lot of times, I like to do this, but it's not always possible. You can rack your brain about this fight for a long time, figuring out different scenarios, the shape the fighters will show up in, how the fight will play out, so on and so forth. But if it's possible, and I think this is a good fight to use as an example of this, what I like to do a lot of times is simplifying things. Make it simple. So basically what we have here is the old story of the boxer versus the puncher. The puncher being David Benavidez, the boxer being Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, again, simplifying things, I am very confident in saying is a better boxer than David Benavidez. Simplifying things again, David Benavidez, I'm sure, hits harder. So if we can all agree with that, we'll kind of move on from there. What are the flaws here? Again, we'll keep it real simple, simplifying to the biggest flaws that each fighter has. So for Caleb Plant, I would say that his biggest flaw is staying stationary later on in the fight when he gets tired, allowing himself to stay on the ropes, getting tired of his ring generalship there, where he's using the ring well, and staying stationary for too long, getting tired in the later half of the fight. For David Benavidez, I'm gonna say this is footwork. David Benavidez really, like I said, all around, Caleb Plant probably the better boxer, but that's as far as everything goes. So, but as far as like hand speed, putting your punches together well, David Benavidez does these things very well, but his footwork is a bit sloppy. So he steps into range strange. His whole footwork is off. It's not like you're taught when you step into a boxing gym. He puts his feet together a lot of times. He'll step front foot forward first, and then slide the back foot in. And a lot of times, if he's trying to cut the ring off, when you're moving around on him, you'll even find him squaring his feet up with you. So I think that's his biggest problem for sure. And I see Caleb Plant basically exposing this a lot in the fight with the jab, which Caleb Plant is a very good jab, very good lead control, or control with that lead hand as well. And then the jabbing is very quick and very precise. So I see him exposing David Benavidez with this while he's stepping into him a lot during this fight. And basically, again, to simplify things, do I see a possibility of Caleb Plant knocking out David Benavidez? No. Is there a possibility of Benavidez knocking out Plant? Yes, very much so. When would this be? It would have to be later in the fight. Do not see David Benavidez exposing Caleb Plant in any sort of true way without him getting worn down and getting tired later on in the fight. And all of these things combined would just give you a very good guess about if you're going to place money on this fight, how would you do it? Well, it's a close odds fight. So I actually think if this fight goes all the way to the distance, or even if it doesn't, let's phrase it this way. Win or lose, I see Caleb Plant winning more rounds. So that's even in a loss if he gets knocked out. I see him winning more rounds. So if this fight goes the distance, I see Caleb Plant winning. and I'm pretty confident in saying that. So I would hedge this bet. Caleb Plant to win as the underdog, slight underdog, hedged with David Benavidez with a late knockout after round 9. After round 9, I'm going to say. So the over-under for this fight is 10.5. If you want to do the so that's a tricky over-under, but what you would do is you would bet Benavidez to win, but by stoppage, and then you'd also bet Caleb Plant straight to win as the underdog. And either way there, you're going to kind of come up with decent money. You know what I mean? And I think that that's your smartest bet to put in this weekend. Yeah, and I just think this will be a hell of a fight. This fight is very meaningful to boxing as well, not just that the style matchup is good and these are two fighters in their prime who don't like each other. It's a highly anticipated fight. It's also very, very important for the division there. Who moves ahead? Are we going to see a Benavidez-Canelo fight at any point? Does Caleb get another shot at Canelo and those belts? Because he put on a good effort before he was, again, stopped later in the fight, right? So, yeah, can't wait to see this fight. That's basically my overall and a quick way to kind of simplify this thing for you guys as far as what to look for in this fight. Those are the only two possibilities, to be honest. Out of what is a great fight where we don't know what will happen, if we simplify this thing down, I'd be absolutely shocked if this fight turns out any other way than a late Benavidez stoppage or a Caleb Plant unanimous decision. Until next time, loyal fight fans. Didn't have a lot of time today, but yeah, please keep watching the videos. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe button. I'm going to give you guys more time as we go here. But we fit this one in because this is a fight that cannot be missed. And those are some good gambling picks for you guys, and that's something we do on this show.